Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. So, on the last episode, a little bit long of an episode, come to think of it. I was looking at it as far as the timestamp after editing, and it was like an hour and 10 minutes. And like, yeah, one way or another, not so bad. But so, we got our castle. We got a castle now, guys. And unfortunately, it does seem like the construction stuff is not real time. Like, I want to say Dragon Age Inquisition was. It is just purely based on, like, time in-game. Anyway, so we... You know what we're going to do? We're going to go back and we're going to go kill that bear. I want to go kill that bear. I think it would be fun.
Gather your party before venturing forth.
So... It was Valewood, right? Yeah, let's go to Valewood. Should probably have enough health along the way. And there's also the wolves, and then that one like bandit thing.
I cannot keep up this pace.
Somebody's apparently fatigued. Don't even know. But yeah, no, a little bit of a vengeance track considering we got our ass kicked way in the beginning. Alright, screw you wolves. Messed my day up earlier. This is justice for justice sake mostly. I actually don't even know what we're going to get here, but you know what? Cash is cash, and we need the cash. So, I do kind of wish the looting menu was a little bit more intuitive. It always seems like weird and kind of clunky. Anyway, these aged walls appear to have once been encircled. These aged walls appear to have once encircled this entire glade. Only a small fragment remains, and the stairs leading to the top of the structure have crumbled away. Let's see. Oh, that's neat. So let's examine it more closely. The heavy bricks are slick with moss, presenting a hindrance to climbing, but the stones themselves seem sturdy enough. Given the right tools, one might easily reach the top. Let's use a grappling hook. Oh, okay, you give the grappling hook a few swings of momentum and let fly. The hook lodges easily behind a pile of stones at the upper ledge of the wall. A few tugs on the rope suggest that they stay put. Well, now climb to the top. With the help of the rope, you make your way to the face of the wall and over the side. Cool! This is neat. And we find a corpse with a scrawled letter. I do not think you will ever see this, but you were right, Fulvano. We should have journeyed south together, and been safer for it. I would tolerate all the gloating in the world, if I might live to hear it. I've put myself out of reach of the beasts circling below, but I am done for all the same. I do not think I will rise again. Whoever finds this, pray for me. Perhaps in the next life, I will be a trapper of wolves. So we get camping materials, leather armor, Fulvano's gloves, reflex bonus 5, and his note. We also get some plants. Anything else particularly interesting looking here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, down we go. Climb down. And back to ground level. This is neat. I like that. The one thing I always kind of hate about like ARPGs, or really just kind of any RPG, is there's like zero verticality to it. There's very little like, you know, interaction with the environment. It's always just like, oh, hello. Tenfrith, the young dwarf tending to a stew, looks up, startled, as he sees you approach. He drops the ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get him, you dogs, and make sure our new cook doesn't run off. Tenfrith, help! Please, help! One of the bandits gives Tenfrith a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Well, crab battle. Alright, you are going the wrong direction. You go for this guy. There we go. That should be fine. Luckily, we're not doing this solo anymore, so this should actually just be almost comically easy, actually, which is kind of nice. Because what I want to do is clear all of the areas out, seeing as we need a little bit more money. I wonder if this guy actually gets to join our team. Probably not. Anyway, what's up, Tenfrith?
Good day, stranger.
By the flame, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels the rest of my life. Or until they were bored with me, I suppose. I must get back home. I can only hope they haven't hired a replacement. The dwarf looks aghast. Listen, next time you're in Gilded Vale, stop by the Black Hound Inn. I'll let Pasca know what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. Oh, to be back at my oven again. Gilded Veil. Major positive. Okay, so as a result of that, I might actually make the inn cheaper. Which is kind of nice. Anyway, it looks like... Oh, I wonder if I could recruit him for the... Probably not. Recruit him for the stronghold. That'd be kind of neat. Either way, let's see what else I can do. Tent is empty, but for a pair of stained coats and the stink of unwashed bodies. These guys were pretty well stocked for bandits.
Well,
And again, kind of have to be if you're going to be out in the wilderness and or bandit. It's not like you can get by just purely based on banditry alone. Oh, turns out there's a wolf hide back here that I completely forgot to grab. Oh well. That's not the end of the world. Come on. Let me grab it. Why can't I grab? There we go. Looting. Yes. And mushrooms. Because mushrooms are actually really important in this game. The fact that there's a in-depth alchemy system is really cool. I really like that as a feature for this game. Now let's go fuck up that bear. Hopefully I should be tough enough for it. We were, well, we got our faces handed to us, and it was not pleasant the last time I was in here. So, crab battle. Let's see. So you start by setting it on fire. You start... Nope. Keep that on. You start by knocking that down. You... seeing as we're actually at the point where... Can I... probably a little bit too late for that. Let's see what else we got. Interesting. Paralyzing monsters. Firebrand. Some of these are really cool looking. So in that case, let's summon a firebrand.
what?
I'm just trying to pick all of my spells at this point, considering we're going to go back and heal very
How
soon.
may I help?
There's no reason why not to. And magic missile. Okay, onwards. So she's got like a burning sword
Yes.
thing. Let's see what else. Taste of the hunt. Let's go with Woodskin. This bear kind of messes everybody up. There we go. I don't think this bear is going to pose that much of a problem for the rest of us, though it is kind of messing up him. Let's go for some heals. Yeah, it should be fine. Taking away his right to bear arms. He's taking a lot of hit points and damage, though. I like the endurance-based system in this game, but like, I think there are other better ways to handle hit points than even this. I actually really like the. I don't think anybody has ever played the Star Wars variant, the D20 Star Wars variant. Mice crawl over the eye sockets and over femurs. Ew. But Star Wars D&D had a really interesting system where it was like vitality points, which was kind of like your ability to dodge and like glancing blows and stuff like that. And then wound points was like your actual hit points, and that didn't change for pretty much anybody. So the cool part was like your vitality points would come back super fast because it's just how energetic you are, and so the more tired you get in battle, the more likely you will take wound points instead and then get killed. So if you can like get the jump on somebody, you could actually just completely kill them in like one go. And I really like that as a system. Whereas this is like, well, I mean, we've got this endurance, which kind of limits our health in battle. But then we also have health outside of battle, and we just die. I almost kind of wish that the outside of battle health thing, that just overall hit points, wasn't there. Because it just kind of ends up forcing you into camp for no good reason. Anyway, let's talk to this guy's soul. Lost spirit. A figure drifts, suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur and twist in cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling them with a heavy chill. Reach out. You reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you have been struck a blow, head reeling as you tumble helplessly into waiting darkness. Light blooms at the edges of your vision. You feel the sun at your back, and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know suddenly that you have come a long way from the vale, hunting deer. Now you're standing before a cavern, and the darkness extends far into the depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering at your chest, as he leads you deeper into the cavern. As a roar like thunder, echoing around you, fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back towards the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel, and then suddenly sudden terrible flash of agony in your knee. You scream, tumble, fall. Your thoughts are chaos, lanced through with pain, but in a moment of terrible clarity you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. And there is a great, dark shape above you. And then there is more pain. The vision recedes. You are thrown back to yourself with seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet, and the specter lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, confusion. I met him on the road, your friend. A sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him. I'll see he answers for what he's done to you. Benevolent. For a moment the spirit seems to burn bright, and your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken it with the force of its own exaltation, growing fainter and fainter until you are alone once more.
Are you feeling unwell? You were behaving a little oddly.
I am a watcher. Yeah, interestingly enough, his audio is broken. So, a true speaker for the dead. I never thought I'd meet one in the flesh. Let's see. Happens from time to time. You bear it well, but I wonder if it wouldn't be best to have someone else take a look at you. There must be some way to diminish its effects. Let's move on.
Yes.
Okay, so, just like I thought, that one dude on the road did truly kill his friend. So that means we need to go beat the tar out of him, because he deserves justice. Lots of it. Probably sword-wise. Or fisting. The more I play this game, the more I realize I'm disappointed I didn't play a monk character. I might actually look into it. There might be a character editor that I can make along the way, because I think it would actually be really nice to switch my character over to a monk, because we already got like a standard melee type character, and I think it would be kind of nice to have a monk. Plus, you know, there's the weird fisting joke that I seem to always be the butt of. Perpetuator? I don't even know if perpetuator is a word, a proper word, but you know what, at the same time, I think it's legitimate given the situation. Let's pop down here, check out the inn, and then, you know what, at this point, I think we're strong enough. We could probably head down into that crypt down there and clear it out. Because you know what? There's probably... Let's think. So we've got Ingrid's house. We should probably check that out as well. See if they're still there. Probably not. I think they were heading for the bay? Like, I guess if they're there, they're there. I can go fight them. Well, either way, let's talk to Pasca.
Good day, stranger.
Hello, and welcome to the innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you! Tengrith told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. Tengrith said he wants to whip up something nice for you. He's already back to work in the kitchen. She laughs. So what'd you like? Let's see. I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for a few years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We get a lot of new faces in here, too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. Tengrith's a big draw. I'm sure we'll get big crowds back in no time. I used to work on the tables, actually, until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see? The Black Hound? It's still sitting upstairs pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow. She laughs. My very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. Please, sit what you like. Would you like a drink or a room? Yada yada yada. Okay, so, in that case, let's see what she has for sale. I want to see if she has more camping materials. Yeah, they do come back. Good. We need more of that. And we got a lot of random junk to sell, too. I think rice is good for something. Either way. Let's just toss, like, the random weaponry. Which seems to actually be worth a fair amount. Like, it's nice to get a lot of the stuff cleared out along the way. I still have no idea if Wolfhide is good or not. Pry bar seems useful. Goodbye battle axe, goodbye rapier, goodbye pike, goodbye sword, great sword, helmets, yeah, all this random junk. There's a lot of random junk you pick up here, but I'm so glad we get it to sell, otherwise we'd be poor as shit. I don't think I'd enjoy that. Anyway, so that's that. Unfortunately, her stock seems to keep filling up the more the more we throw at her, which is kind of unfortunate. I kind of wish it would. Oh, yes, trade. Oh, I see it. Yes, so we could still buy more. We could still buy more camping supplies, but it wasn't going to let us anyway. Okay, so she mentioned the dog upstairs pining after the master. Now, it looks like I don't think we can steal from the table, but it's not listed in red. So I want to take a look at this. Actually, first we're going to save. And then we're going to try robbing the table. Looks like we can randomly just grab stuff from the table, no problem. Alright, but what I want to do is see. So we got Courser. Oh. Carouser? I don't even know. Okay, and we've got Ingest. No, we're not looking for this. What we're looking for is... Yeah, odd. I can, like, loot everything, no problem. Hello. Oh, the Direwood Part 1, Early Colonial History. Or Deerwood, my bad. So, no other land has such a wild and bloody recent history. From colony to Palatinate to Free Republic, the Deerwood has undergone a trial by fire to emerge as a powerful force on the Eastern Reach. Deerwood's history actually begins in Ader in 2602 AI. Ader explorers returned from a journey across the ocean with tales of the treasures they'd found. They discovered countless ruins scattered throughout the forest, as well as plains to the north of the trees that would be perfect for growing Vorlus. There's a problem, however. The locals were hostile, and there's a potential for conflict. The Verkoning of Ader, Verkoning, first king, knew that this was too good an opportunity to pass up and sent more explorers to scout and map the area. Exploration continued over the next 20 years. Small groups of explorers traveled back and forth between Ader and this new world, with a handful of colonists setting up small camps to establish a base for the explorers to work out of. Conflicts with the locals, who the Adirans learned are called the Glanfathans, were rare, but frequent enough for the Verkonig to send a small squadron of guards to help protect his citizens. These guards established a central base on the river in the western section of the woods. This settlement would eventually become a city of Deerford, upon which the modern-day village of the same name is presently built. Once the base was established, the first permanent Adrian settlements began north and west of the Bale River. Over the next 3 years, thousands of Adrians made the trek from Ader to this new land. The Glanfathans, who seemed to revere the ruins scattered through the forest, caused a few problems with some of the settlements, especially those founded near the ruins themselves. These were easily taken care of by the colonists with the help of the Imperial Guard. The Adrians, in order to further their foothold in the area, reduced the cost of production, and in an attempt to keep the Glanfathan population under control, started making slaves out of any Glanfathans captured during the uprisings. This resulted in great increase in tension between the two groups. With the population in the area growing, an official government structure was established by the Verkonig. He appointed several earls to preside over the land, and assigned them thanes to help run their territories. And the new Grefrem, the Deerwood. The Deerwood remained the center for the Imperial Guard, but the settlement in Purewood Gulf, New Durand, was the true seat of power for the area. Sitting at the edge of the ocean, forest, fertile farmland, and a river that runs from the coast to the White Marsh, settlers flocked to the area, hoping to establish names for themselves. Ader began to spread across the new land. So I'm being asked, is my name spelled with a, let's take all the lockbase, with a C or a K? The answer is, my name is spelled with a C. Carl with a C, which I think is the rare spelling, oddly enough. I don't know. I do not meet a whole lot of people with similar names to me. Either way. Now, do we have the dog up here? Because the dog was mentioned. And I'm not hearing it thus far. Or seeing it thus far. Oh, okay, so we can go out this way. So there's one other thing I want to check. I doubt it's going to be anything important. But back on the second floor, there were... Oh, Night Solion. There were some named people. If it's just their soul stuff, then I don't really care. Yeah, no. I do care, but at the same time, it's very time consuming to read through backstories of characters that I don't know if they're people or not yet, or you know, characters that we actually care about. Because like we can read about these people, but until they actually become like relevant characters, I'd almost rather not know. Just because reading through it would be such a chore in such a way that wouldn't help us.
Hail and well met.
Okay, so let's before we go anywhere, cancel. We want to save our money because it's like half of a, or not half, a tenth of an upgrade to the. Oh yeah, we do actually get cheaper. We do actually get cheaper in stuff, which is kind of nice. But let's see what I want to do. So we got. Okay, can we go to the Wood End Plains? Yeah, we can. Take you 1 day, 18 hours. Sounds by me. Sounds fine by me. So, oh, I forgot to put the crypt in the bottom. Oh, the Black Hand was next to the door in the upper exit. I will, I guess I'll check that out the next time I go back. I don't want to... I'm here now. And we are going back. Okay, so we've got a couple of forest trolls. And what is this thing? A pigwa? Pigra. Interesting. Okay, so in that case, you... There.
Hey.
You. There. You go for the Pigra. Which might actually, you know what? No, you'll go for that.
Well.
You go for this one. And she can buff herself if we need it. Oh shit, we got a lot more than I thought I did. Alright, well. No, that's not the right spell. Guess let's just set her on fire and hope for the best. Now you're gonna have to go melee. And go in there. We got too many forest trolls. This is a bit of a mess. Actually, come to think of it, you. Get, like, right here. Time for a little bit of fire and brimstone. Unfortunately... shoot. A little bit further. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah! Nope, never mind. That's not it. That's bad news, bears. That should hit them all. Okay. What are you doing? You stop that. You help Priestman out for the time being. You probably want to do this. And Barkskin. These three. Okay. Okay, and she's getting hammered. Oddly enough, Priest is not taking a whole lot of damage here. That said, these guys still have buttloads of health. Alright, in that case, we might have to camp multiple times here, because I'm wasting... Well, not wasting, but I'm spending a lot of these casts. Okay, why are you not casting Fireball? Are you not going to cast Fireball? Alright. Let's just cast it again, because if I can take these guys out, we have less to worry about.
Yes.
You're in trouble. Nature's Vigor. Okay, so that should actually heal up multiple people. I like how that Fireball just keeps going. Oh, deuces, small flame bright. Oh, that's what that does. Okay, good to know. What do you need to do? Let's go with the endurance thing, because especially she's out of deer form for the time being. Yeah. Okay. So that actually makes life a lot easier for the rest of us. Do have to worry about that small flame bright, but we're not taking as much damage. Good. All right. Good night, Aqua. Got it. Oh, shoot. And our priest is about to get wiped out. I don't even know how he got hit there.
That's not very helpful.
Go for a heal. And he's down anyway. Damn it. Alright. Well, in that case, you two. Focus on this guy. You go him. Summon some skeletons straight on that business. Just a little bit on overkill there, but still. Mage did get taken out, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Still. Let's see. If I find a boulder...
about taxed to my limit.
If I can find a beholder, I will try and curse his eyes. I promise that. I noticed that we keep hearing that. And you know what? That is actually kind of a fun comment to make. That is like, yeah, why not? Let's see if we can actually do this. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there are a whole lot of curses. The priest has a lot. What? There's a goddamn lion out here? Alright. I don't even understand. Hey, Foxy. Welcome back. Okay, so he's getting hammered a little bit. So you... I kind of wish there's like a way... Oh, never mind. It's already dead. I was going to say, I kind of wish there was a way of like taunting in this game, because it doesn't seem like there's, you know, the traditional MMO tank mechanics of, like, taunting. At least it's easy to, like, kind of control enemies as long as you can have somebody move up and engage. You know, the enemies, they won't go after your backline, unless there are too many. Anyway, what the hell does the piglet do? The piglet is actually, I don't think I actually really talked about this, but the piglet is actually a pre-order bonus. So, since I pre-ordered this game... Nope, no, go for the Linus. Please go for the Linus. Since I pre-ordered this game, I get to have a little piggy following me around. Which is kind of nice. Okay. And she is down immediately. Oh, hey, sober hungry. Welcome to the scream. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so we're getting hammered a little bit harder than I wanted to. These lines are surprisingly punchy. Oh well, we'll probably want to rest within the next couple of areas anyway, or next couple of fights, because yeah, the druid is just getting wrecked. Come to think of it, I wonder, can you give a druid a rod? Oh, they can use rods. Alright. So in that case, I'll have her do that for a second, because it seems like our priest is far more durable for some reason. Also looks like we've got a lot of magic items, which I probably should throw on. Reflex. So I'm going to deck out the two main guys. Minor Cloak of Protection, Minor Cloak of Protection. Okay. So, yeah, deck them out. Whatnot. Might not have been a bad idea to actually go for a... Instead of a fine poleaxe. The fine poleaxe is nice. But it might not have been a bad idea. Go sword and board with her. Now, do we have anything in the... Oh, we do actually have a lot of stuff in here. Whispers of Yenwood. Now, here's the question. Are any of these good? I have no idea. Have not actually paid attention. Well, let's take a look. So, can people use bows? It's not actually bad. So, currently the rod is largely worthless. Did bows use ammo? I don't even know. Well, I guess if she gets to be our ranger type character, works for me. Let's see. Here's the question. We've got the fine bow, or... Oh, speed very slow. So this is a very heavy crossbow, but could be kind of interesting. Now, you just have like a crap gun. Extremely slow. So let's actually give him the crossbow for the time being. Oh, interesting. His rifle... Oh, his character model looks kind of doofy. Oh, that's because he's wearing a turban. Kana's turban. Bonus intellect. Alright, that makes sense. So we've got some other melee weapons. Let's give him the axe, I think. Because this is 9 to 14. Interfering... Wow, that's a lot of different effects. What's this one? Damage reduction. Draining damaging. What does draining do? Oh, damage restored is... That was quite the shrill speech. Okay, so this actually increases damage. DR bypass. And drains health as endurance. That's good to know. And fine club, one-handed. Accurate accuracy. Okay, so let's switch up to you. This is good against spirits, but not super useful against other things. Average speed. Let's actually give him the stiletto, oddly enough. I think. Makes him look kind of doofy, though. Well, it's not. Let's just give him the nice burny sword-looking thing. Aesthetics are important, especially when you're playing on an easier difficulty. So, waves are roughly chiseled in the stone. They grasp at Andra's beloved moon like curling fingers. Did I loot that body? Yeah, I got the axe from it. Alright, works for me. Still curious about the lions along the way, but still. I don't even know. Apparently, what? Male lions sleep for like 18 hours? Did not actually know that. That is a weird fact, but alright. I guess cats in general like to sleep a lot. And again, I don't exactly have a cat, so I don't really have a whole lot of experience with felines of any kind. I'm a rodent kind of guy. And, ooh, mushrooms. Oh, we've got a random person here. Alright, well, let's steal her camping supplies. Can't even do that. Okay, what do you have to say? Nothing, apparently. Reach out for the soul. You see a group of robed figures sitting next to a fire. This woman, much younger and smaller, sits with them. They're discussing travel and making plans, deciding which road will get them to their destination fastest. A rustling noise catches the attention of several members of the group, and they stand, watching over the fire, straining against the darkness to see. An enormous shadowy figure makes its way into camp, and the darkness slowly parts against the firelight to reveal who it is. Many members of the group stand, readying weapons. Others quietly invoke their god, preparing spells for battle. The girl looks around, confused, when the man sitting next to her stands, holding out his arms. He chastises the others in the group for not showing proper hospitality to a stranger. The man walks towards the ogre, hands extended, speaking words of welcome in his own tongue. The ogre stares at the man for a brief moment. Then, with a swiftness seemingly unnatural for a being of its size, it swings a club it had been dragging behind itself. It connects with the man's head, causing a wet, crushing noise. The woman to the girl's right screams and rushes to the man's side, covering half the distance before the man has even fallen to the ground. From the darkness all around the group, terrifying and blood-curdling shouts answer the screams of those in the camp as more figures approach through the darkness. Can I talk to her? Guess not. Alright, well, we know her backstory. If only it mattered. That's my one problem with it. Like, unless we actually have a reason to talk to these people, reading this backstory is cool, but it's not even relevant, almost. That makes me kind of sad. Like, maybe if you got experience, it's like, yeah, this is interesting. Oh, well, hard to tell. Do we get anything in this house? No, we can look at it. It's a house. Like, I've more or less resigned myself to reading out everything out loud here. But at the same time, would very much like to, I don't know, read the relevant stuff. Oh, looks like we got another one of these groups. Okay, so you're on the bow. Good. Because I don't think you should be fighting anybody in melee right now. You go for the pig boy. You there. Okay, this should be a good
not very helpful.
This
setup.
thing isn't doing the job.
Okay. Should be fine. Oh, what? Why are you taking damage? Where are you? You're right. How are you taking... I don't even understand. Why are the guys in the back getting hammered? Uh-oh. That's burning. So in that case, can you cast this? Bark skin? Wood skin. On these three mooks.
Stand still.
That's not very helpful.
Back off. You need to heal. We're getting a lot more damage than I thought we'd be taking here. Okay, there we go. Why is she dying? What are you getting hit by? Oh, infestation of maggots. Alright, that sucks. Actually, move over here for a second. That's the last of her health, too, isn't it? Yeah, she's about to go down. Oh, might as well cast that to keep everybody else up, but still. Okay, so that pig was kind of brutal. What can you do? A lot of magic missile, looks like. Alright, magic missile it is. Who's weak? Probably go for the pigwas, considering they're summoning all sorts of junk at me. And you've got the three phrases, so let's get some skeletons up in this business.
That's not very helpful.
And she goes down. Yeah, those maggots are brutal. And oh, we're in a bad way.
Rally, let's leave.
We'll probably be fine, but it does suck. Let's heal him up just a little bit. Okay. So you guys try and take out the pigwas.
I need something sharper.
Because they're not exactly what I would call... Do you have a melee weapon? You do. Go after this guy.
How may I help?
You want to keep your distance. Keep trying to take those pigwas.
Not in vain.
Never mind. Alright. Not exactly going to say the worst has happened. But we're definitely in a bad... Oh, shit, there's another one. Fudge biscuits. Alright, zombies, please save me. Because we're in a bad way. Just try and take one out, for crying out loud or something.
What is it?
Dicks.
Still alive? As you wish.
Okay,
Not in
run.
vain.
Run.
Not in vain.
Because he's gonna go down.
Not in
I mean, they're
vain.
fighting the skeletons. Let's just run away for a bit. Now let me think about this one. Because, wait, what? Who are you fighting? Wait, quest failed, two-sided. How did I fail this one? Was what? Very confused. Journal? Notes? I don't even know. Can I, like, rest? Cannot camp with enemies in sight. How the dicks do you deal with this situation? Apart from, like, reloading, this is kind of one of the problems I have with this game. There's, like, not a whole lot of real obvious ways of, like, getting your party back. Oh, shit. People actually died there. Let's just load the autosave. So we, like, actually lost 2 party members permanently there. So you know what we're going to do? Let's actually load game, go back to the Black Hound. Because what I want to do is... What I want to do is not that. Let's go heal. Let's go check out that actual Black Hound.
Hail, traveler.
And, God, I don't even know what I'm going to do here. Because we got totally beaten down. Like, that's one of the problems with this game. Like, I don't entirely know, like, the progression on it. And the difficulty curve is insane. And you start trying to clear out an area. It's like, alright, the lion's kind of hurt, but you'll be fine. And then...
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I don't even know. I don't even know. Well, let's see if the crypt works. We'll also see if I can go after Naunton. Speaking of, let's go to the journal. Two-sided. Where's two-sided? I don't even have that quest. Alright. Because it's not vengeance, but for the grave. Oh, here's the Black Hound. Oh. The hound stares intently at the covered window, head cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. It looks up when you approach and whines a low note, tail wagging slightly. Let's pet the dog. Tail thumps happily against the floorboards. Sorry, girl. Don't think he's coming back. Dog whines softly, softly again, head tilting. I don't know why I'm unable to read. You can come with me. Maybe we'll find him along the way. The dog's ears perk up, trots over to you, barks happily. Alright, so now I have a dog. Oh, goodbye, immortal space pig. Yes. Hello, dog. Yeah. Yeah, Eck, I totally agree with you. You get, like, murdered in this game. I actually dumped it down to easy just so I wouldn't, like, get totally ruined, and I'm still getting my face handed to me. Let's go see if I can, see if these guys are still here. They might be, because they said they were hurriedly leaving, but that might be, like, completely context sensitive. I will admit, I do kind of prefer the pig just because the pig was prettier, but still. We might find the owner. Or we might just be the permanent owner of said leader, or said dog. What am I even thinking about? And I need to figure out how... Oh, hey, they are still here. Alright.
Hail and well met.
Hello again, Ingrid smiles. I hope the Gilded Veil has been kind to you. I know what really happened in the bear cave, Naunton. The color drains from Naunton's face. I don't know what you mean. I told you the truth of it. Are you accusing him of something? Ingrid looks to Naunton, touching his arm. If this is about the accident, we're both grieving Pearlie's loss, but it was a wild animal's doing. Naunton shakes his head minutely. You see a tremble in his hands. What would make you suggest such a thing? Why did you do it? He was your friend. Ingrid, Naunton hesitates. Then his expression darkens. My friend? He was cruel enough man to his friends. You didn't know him. You wouldn't defend him if you did. His hands fall to his sword belt. Naunton, wait. Ingrid raises his hand. I don't know what you saw in that cave, but this isn't what you think. Pearly, my husband, he was as much a beast as that bear. I tried to leave the first time I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. She looks away, expressing pain. Nonsense, we met, and I knew I'd found someone special, someone kind, who cared for me. Please, all we want is to leave this place, to start somewhere else. She looks down at the satchels. We've some coin saved up. You could have it, if you'll only let us go. Wow, this is kind of interesting. Let's go with benevolent. I may be dumb, but I'm at least a nice guy. So it was, keep the money, use it to start your new life. Then, thank you, truly. I'm glad you understand. Only, here, take this, at least. I hope it brings you luck. She looks to Naughton, smiling. We have a long journey ahead of us. Gilded Vale, mild positive. I wish you well on your travels, stranger. We won't forget this.
What is it?
So, task from the grave. I guess maybe that was... you failed that if you don't manage to get to them in time, which I guess makes sense. But it was kind of an odd place to fail it, that's for certain. And apparently we've got 2,566... Oh, that is enough for everybody to level. Except for the druid, because apparently she just does not level. Alright. So in that case, let's just keep going with athletics. And, ooh, hello, we get this again. So, probably want defensive just because. Or, no, I think I know what we need to do. Oh, interesting. So I can get Sword in the Shepherd, which actually increases the AoE endurance bonus. It's tempting. Let's see. When Paladin defeats an opponent, nearby allies gain endurance. Unfortunately, that's if he specifically kills an opponent, which kind of sucks. Deep Faith. Gives him random bonuses. Okay, so here's the thing. Hold the line. Might not be a bad idea, considering. So let's go with that for the time being. Because we need our tanks to be even more tanky. Because unfortunately, our half the time we lose just because the backline gets slaughtered. And that's not a good situation to be in. Let's just keep saving this. Bonus knockdown. Nope, defensive. Hold the line on both of them. Okay. Let's see. What time is it right now for Wanderbot? And the answer is, it is currently 4:24. I live in Boston, and I am very nocturnal. Anyway, let's take a look at what we can do with a mage. Unfortunately, like, what I need to do is boost up his, okay. His lore, I guess? And, oh, we get to pick stuff. So, oh, hey. I gotta do it. Curse your eyes. So we get, so we can now blind somebody. What else can we do? Arcane Veil. Let's see. Oh, these are used per rest abilities. Are any of these once per encounter? Grimoire Slam. It's Interrupt. What's the range on it? 2 meters. So it smashes an enemy with a book. That's interesting. Penetrating Blast. Is the DR... Let's go with Grimoire Slam, I think. Actually, come to think of it, let's see if we have any specific bonuses for casters. These all seem to be bonuses if you are... What is Spirit of Decay? Oh, I see. Ooh. So this increases your damage reduction burn. And also gives you more burn damage. I kind of... Let's actually exit for a second. I want to see what his basic damage types are. Let's take a look at you. So you have Crush / Best, Scepters, and Spell-wise. How do I spell on you? That's Journal. That's characters. Is it here? Here we go. Dazzling Lights. Nope. Minor Missiles. These are Crush damage. Damn. So I guess Fire might not be a bad idea. I should probably also learn from those grimoires, but I'm trying to save my money so we can actually buff up our stronghold. So that Curse of Blackened Sight, and oh right, we want to see. So this is like Shock, Fire Freeze. Switching, that's not super useful. Wound binding. Oh, okay. Some of these might not actually be a bad idea. Because these actually let you heal, like, actual health. So what's the difference between field triage and this? Oh, health to the user. That might not be a bad idea either, considering how often he loses, like, all of his health. It would be brutal. Yeah. Then again, Scion of Flame. Like, the only reason why I don't want to use Scion of Flame is because that hits my party. But, you know what? Let's do it. We need to burn more things anyway. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Wandering Hobo. Yes, and let's go check out this area. So, we've already been in here, but I don't think we actually fought those wisps. I think we had to end up reloading. Could be wrong. Oh, yep. Thought so. Alright. Beings will continue. I guess if I have very few on the melee side of things. Oh, why are you using your melee weapon? I don't even know. Alright. Well, the will-o-wisps are going down a hell of a lot faster now that I have a full party. Well, let's switch you back to... Switch you back to your bow, come to think of it. Fortunately, she can't... Wait, what? Oh, did I... Wow, this is actually a lot farther back than I thought. Alright, works for me. Let's just give you the gloves. Let's go in the stash. So we wanted the crossbow for you, the bow for her, and none of the rest was particularly useful. So, bow, her second weapon set. Let's have her switch that. You, crossbow. Better than that gun. Probably. And that should be good, right? Oh, we got a ring too. Deflection, +5. I'll just keep it on the tanks. Might as well buff up our main character because... Question mark? Anyway, last thing I was going to do, let's just give her a cape just so she looks super fancy and like rangery. Okay, there we go.
I'll take care of it.
Okay, Grimoire Shield. To look into that. I don't even know what that is. Alright. Oh, you know what? I forgot to loot the, I forgot to loot the... what's it called? Oh. Interesting. I forgot to loot the grimoire, not the grimoire, the loose stone back behind. Well, we can go do that in a second. So now the entire party is switched over to purely ranged, actually, which is actually making things a little bit easier because the two melee guys can engage 2 units at a time anyway. And they're the toughest ones, so that works. Now, one thing I actually kind of forgot to do was finish leveling everybody. So there's that. Let's have him go for stealth at the time being, because I'm going to need that anyway. Oh, hello. Phrases. So summon phantom. Let's see. So this is foes damage reduction. Let's see. Slash shock damage reductions. That's not a bad idea, actually. Let's see. Shock damage or down enemy explode. Okay, so let's go with the defensive ones for the time being. And class beloved spirits. +2 endurance. Tempting. Or weapon focus. Interrupting blows. Ooh, tempting. Some of these are actually kind of good. Penetrating shot. So ranged attack speed for damage reduction. It's tempting. What is this? Because I really haven't looked into like half of these. Hits against crits. Okay. Tempting, but it's not super useful. Damage against vessels, slayers. Nope, nope, nope. Gunner, marksman. Okay. So gunner is actually perfect because that works for crossbows, arbalists, and firearms. Let's give him that for the time being, because he's going to be a ranged character pretty much for the entire playthrough.
What is it?
And then Priestman. Let's see. More lore. Now you got Holy Radiance. Nope. Interdiction. Nope. If I can find something else that gives bonuses. Oh, thanks Q13. But the bonus... Okay, hello. Oh wait, no, this is a short thing. Oh, I see. Everyone receives less healing from the priest's holy radiance, but the priest gains bonus to all attributes and movements. No, that... Holy crap, that is awful. So we want to find... So this is like his encounter ability. And so every time we use it, we can do... Interesting. So, you can buff his, like, once per encounter move to also buff people or, you know, reduce the bonuses on it. You can also give him a thing called Inspired Flame, which gives him a bonus if he's using swords or arquebuses. Which I want to say arquebuses are like pistols and stuff. But hard to tell. Let's see what this does. Interdiction stuns enemies, sort of. This one. Let's go with Brilliant Radiance for the time being. Seems pretty fun. Okay, done. Okay, interdiction is good. I will keep that in mind. However...
I'll take care of it.
A little bit late now. Now I'm noticing each of these people actually has like a eater wants to talk to you. So let's do that.
Old Watcher. I don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
You said you had some things you wanted to ask him.
Nah, well, it's kind of embarrassing now. I just got a dumb idea in my head is all. Don't know why I thought it'd work. It's funny. That's probably the first thing I got my hopes up for in, I don't know, years. At least I got that out of it.
There's no need to be embarrassed. I won't judge.
All right. Guess fair is fair, and you did bring me to see him. Those rumors back in Gilded Vale about my brother, Woden, about how he'd turned against us and fought for Widewind, been on my mind for some time now. The thing about Woden was, he always knew what was right, and that's what he'd do. One day he set out to fight for Deerwood against a man claiming to be our god. So I knew that's what I had to do too. It was right. But hearing claims that he died fighting for Rhea Ceres, that got me worried. Not that he'd chosen the wrong side, but that I had. Didn't seem right what Widewind had in store, but if he really was Aethys, I thought, maybe this old Watcher would know how my brother died. So I could see if it was true. Like he could, I don't know, read it in my soul or something. Use our connection. Told you it was dumb.
Why didn't you ask me for help? Interestingly enough, he doesn't have a voice for this one, so guess because I didn't know you. It's hard to trust a stranger when he says he's a Watcher.
Of course, I knew the truth deep down. A Watcher's not psychic. I think I just had this idea, and the idea made me feel a certain way, and I didn't want to lose that.
Really, if I wanted to find out my brother, I shouldn't be starting with Watchers. I should be starting with records. Let's see. You should be prepared that there may be no record of your brother's death. Wouldn't be any worse off then, would I? Eater thinks a moment. His lips twisted to one side. He raises his eyebrows. If there was anything written down about it, they'd have it in Defiance Bay. They've got an archive at the palace.
You've done a lot for me already, but if you could see fit to pay that archive a visit with me, well, you know. Knowing my luck, the records clerk will go crazy and try to kill me. I'd feel better with you in there with me.
Cool. So these guys give you side quests and stuff. So let's talk to Aloth. Aloth seems lost in thought. He flinches when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
Are you all right?
Of course. Merely processing some of the unusual things we've seen lately.
Oh, interesting. Phantom was a spirit that can stomach things. That's good to know. Anyway.
And if Meerwald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
Let's see. Fortunately, none of my default options are there, so I guess I don't know what to think.
Perhaps Defiance Bay holds the answers we need.
I want to discuss something else. Tell me about Ader. Oh, shoot. I have to read this. I've been gone for more than a year now, but I suspect I'll always think of the forests and fields of Ader as home. We've thousands of years of history and tradition behind us, and there's a sense of dignity and responsibility that comes with that. Of course, there's baggage as well. Our imperial past is still fresh in the minds of many, as you may have noticed here. Has it been difficult for you to adjust to the Deerwood? People here are informal, hot-blooded. His mouth twists into a wry smirk. More attentive to insult than duty. But as long as one avoids provocation, it's easy enough to get along. He steeples his fingers. I've gotten accustomed enough to keeping my thoughts to myself anyway. Let's see. How long in the Gilded Vale? He shrugs. Not much longer than you. As you saw, it was hardly the haven that I had been advertised. Any thoughts on what I should do next? Harold urged you to seek out the Leaden Key. Agents in Defiance Bay, yes? If his condition is any warning, we should find them with all haste. That is all. Alright. And... oh, interesting. Taxes collected. Lost some money to bandits. Still
Poor
kept
Mayor
a fair
Ward.
amount. That's good to know.
He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself.
Anyway.
Cruel fate.
Let's see. I don't think knowledge was the problem. He said that if I can find out what caused this, it might help me. That is true, and there's no such thing, in my experience, as too much knowledge. Kana smiles. Come, we'll find your answers. And mine, I hope. Well, that was the fastest dialogue
Yes.
available.
Of course.